Hello everyone. In this video, we are taking a trip to Aurangabad, a city packed with history and some of the world's most stunning UNESCO World Heritage sites. The incredible Ajanta Caves with their ancient paintings and the mind-blowing rock-cut marvels of Ellora. Also, I'll tell you exactly which caves are worth your time, otherwise it becomes too tiring to cover all the caves and you stop enjoying after a point. So let's get started. We went there during a long weekend, which meant heavy crowd everywhere. And that's the reality, right? Being a full-time working professionals, we have mostly weekends and public holidays to travel. Honestly though, mid-August felt like the best time to visit as it wasn't scorching hot and the Sayadris looked straight out of a monsoon postcard. You can also include Lonar crater, which is at least 56,000 year old. Actually, Ajanta, Ellora, and Lonar are more than 100 kilometers from each other. And if you make Aurangabad as your base, then you need 3 full days to cover them. Your day one will be spent on reaching Aurangabad. From Chembur, Mumbai, it's 328 kilometers, which takes more than 6 hours. The road conditions are more or less okay with some potholes on the highway, so be extra careful. And भिवंडी तक shitty traffic तो मिलेगा ही, उसका कुछ नहीं कर सकते. This route is the same route that we had taken to Bhandardara, and here you cross the longest tunnel in Maharashtra, which is more than 7 kilometer long Igatpuri tunnel. And just after this tunnel ends, don't take the left, go straight for Aurangabad. One important point, have your breakfast before you cross Bhiwandi because after that there are no food options on the highway. एक दो रिफ्रेशमेंट पॉइंट्स हैं बट वो बस स्नैकिंग के लिए है जहाँ पे आपको वड़ा पाव मिल जाएगा विच इज़ अगेन बिलो एवरेज. In Maharashtra we have done so many road trips and surprisingly we have found that breakfast options are extremely limited. So we always try to pack something from home. If you reach Aurangabad by late afternoon, then you can either check into your hotel or directly go to Bibi ka Maqbara, which is also called Taj of Deccan. It was built some 350 years ago by Aurangzeb's son for his mother. By looking at the crowd, we were in two minds, but then thought जब आए हैं तो देख ही लेते हैं. Honestly, this place is beautiful, but I wish government had maintained it properly. It feels this place is completely neglected by the authorities. After Bibi ka Maqbara, you can go back to your hotel and call it a day because tomorrow it's gonna be early start. Today we are visiting Ajanta Caves. Since we were totally exhausted yesterday, we ended up starting late today. It's 8:45 a.m. right now and it will take us about 2.5 hours to reach there. One really important tip, try to reach there by 8 in the morning, that is when it opens, because on weekends, public holidays and especially in monsoon, the crowd gets absolutely crazy and you might miss out on tour guides. Ajanta Caves are located on one side of Waghora River and are famous for their murals, which are finest surviving examples of ancient Indian art. The caves were hidden for 1,000 years until its discovery in 1819 by British soldier John Smith. You can also find his name carved out on one of the pillars in cave number 10. There are a total of 30 caves built out of basalt rock over 900 years in different time periods. Basalt, by the way, is volcanic rock formed from the cooling lava, and in India it is widely found across Deccan Plateau. Unlike Ellora, where you'll find caves dedicated to three different religions, all the caves in Ajanta were built for Buddhism. Now, if you plan to explore all 30 caves at Ajanta, it can easily take an entire day. So, here I am sharing glimpse of all the caves that you should not miss, and you can easily cover them in 3 to 4 hours. In these two caves, you would find the largest surviving body of ancient Indian paintings, covered both in walls and ceilings. These paintings show the episodes from the life of Buddha, courtly scenes, and the beautiful murals of bodhisattvas, who were basically enlightened souls but had not become Buddha. This is the oldest cave and the very first one to be sighted by the British soldier John Smith. It's a prayer hall with paintings of Buddha on the pillars and arches. Also, here you can find the oldest inscription of Ajanta. This is another really important cave with almost every inch of wall and ceiling painted. These paintings depict Buddha as a generous prince in his life before attaining realization. They also have murals depicting various Jataka tales. The entrance of this prayer hall is the most decorated facade of all, making it the most intricately carved out cave at Ajanta. In this cave, rather than paintings, you will see a lot of sculptures. These sculptures are elaborate and are more intricate. The most important sculptures of all is the Mahaparinirvana of Buddha, or the Dying Buddha. It's a must visit cave. Today we will first explore Ellora Caves, and then in the afternoon around 3 we will start our journey back to Mumbai. Obviously we are super excited about the iconic monolithic structure Kailasha temple, but we will also cover and share the important caves of all three religions. Okay, so we have hired a guide for this tour. Unlike Ajanta, here there are many private guides available. If you don't get government guides, then you can hire private guides for some 1500 rupees. That is what we paid. However, I don't feel that's worth for 1 hour as they take you only to 3 4 caves and they don't come inside the cave with you. They'll explain everything outside the cave and then you have to go without them to explore the caves. I feel guides are a must at historical places like these. Otherwise, it's just a sightseeing without any information. So there are total 100 caves at Ellora, of which only 34 are open to public. Caves 1 to 12 are Buddhist, 13 to 29 are Hindu caves, and 30 to 34 are Jain caves. This is the most notable Buddhist cave, also known as Vishwakarma cave. This is a prayer hall with mind blowing acoustics. Also, there are two specific days in a year when the sunlight from this window falls exactly on the face of Bhagwan Buddha. There are sculptures of Hindu gods and goddesses, Shiva Parvati playing dice. Ravan trying to lift Kailasha Parvat to take Shiva to Lanka. Cave 16, famously known as the Kailasha Temple, is the largest monolithic rock cut structure in the world. It's carved out using top-down approach from a single basalt rock, which in itself is simply mind-blowing. The temple has intricate sculptures, massive pillars, and detailed carvings that make it a masterpiece of Indian rock cut architecture. Two of the walls in the main temple showcases carvings depicting Mahabharata and Ramayana. Cave 31 to 34 are interconnected, so you can just cover all these in one shot. Only cave 30 is a bit secluded from the rest, and we could not find a way to it, but it's famous because it's also called Chota Kailasha. दिख ही नहीं रहा है यहाँ पे तो कुछ भी. ओ हाँ, ये पूरा कनेक्टेड है. These Jain caves are smaller than the Buddhist and Hindu caves, but they feature highly detailed carvings which make them must visit. This is the last cave that we are visiting in this trip. This cave is the earliest and the largest cave excavated at Ellora. The sculptures and pillars are huge. It's dedicated to Lord Shiva and Ma Parvati.